Yes, it's top of the hour, 9 a.m. to be exact, people. And let me tell you something. You don't know this, but I do something every single night before I go to bed. And that is, go on YouTube and put on stand-up comedian videos, because I've come to realize when I laugh before I go to bed, I get a good night's sleep. And on that note, guess what, St.Maarten? We've got some top comedians in the house. Gotta say good morning to Miss Diamond Natural, a.k.a. all the way from Guyana via America. Good morning to you.
Good morning, darling. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And also joining us is Mr. Pretty Boy Floyd, representing from J.A. Jamaica. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, St.Maarten. How you all doing? I'm excited to be here. I can't wait.
Well, let's start with ladies first. Let's get into, how did you pick your name, your artist name? It's very interesting.
Well, darling, the name picked me. I didn't pick the name. So it just so happened that was my Instagram handle.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, this thing took off and I went viral. And next thing you know, my stage name is now Diamond Natural. But it's really because my hair was natural. But then after I started performing, people started saying, Auntie, you're natural at this. So you're a natural diamond. But it just so happened that it's Diamond Natural. So the name picked me. I didn't pick the name, but it just so happened to work out just like that.
Well, let me ask you, as a female comedian, how you got into that?
Same thing. The comedy picked me. I just so happened to open up my phone one day and just decide to make myself a comic because that's what people were doing. And I woke up one morning and the entire trajectory of my life changed. The thing just took off. And then after my
love the accent.
After my very first viral video, I started receiving inquiries as bookings for comedy shows.
Amazing.
The very first one. And I told people, I said, I'm not going to nobody's stage. I just there in my house making jokes. This is not a serious thing with me.
Right.
And my family and my friends, God bless them, they saw something and they said, just give it a try.
And look at this.
And look at it. Now then, St.Maarten, coming to perform. So,
well, Pretty Boy Floyd.
Hey, hi.
You're hailing all the way from J.A. Jamaica. We have a big diaspora of Jamaicans living here. Anything you want to shout out to them and say?
Listen, me Jamaicans, make sure you come out tomorrow and you are going to get everything that you miss from home, because I am the chatterbox from Jamaica. I bring it in a different form, and guess what? Laughter is the best medicine. So if you have any ailments or you have any little gastroenteritis or anything, come out and laugh and belch, and when you go home you will all. And if we give a joke at the venue and you don't get it same time, it going to come the next day.
Now your name is Pretty Boy Floyd. Now you got a lot of things going on in your artist name. Tell us about that.
When I started out in comedy, I needed a name. Everybody need a stage name once you're going into the art.
Of course.
So my good friend and my par in Jamaica, Fancy Cat, he have been to the island already.
For sure.
We were at the Cactus nightclub one night, and he had a competition that he wanted a male to lyrics a lady. So he tried about 5 of them and they failed. And he just looked across and said, joke, man. Pretty Boy Floyd, come here. And I say, I like that name there. So from that till now, it's just stuck on me. Well, I was kind of a little prettier back then, but it's kind of changing now.
In Guyana, we just call that a sweet boy.
A sweet boy.
Actually, when I did the promo and I called his name, I said, yes, we bring in Sweet Boy Floyd. And then I said, geez, I just want to change this man's name. But because he was pretty, that's why they give him the name.
You can say Pretty Boy and Floyd, but he's sweet too. So Sweet Boy, Pretty Boy.
And just for the records, Jamaicans, if you all miss Penedo is right here in St.Maarten. I am that little bleach out face tight pants fella that went back to school, and I am also responsible for beating up the soda machine when the machine was malfunctioning. So come out and see your boy, man.
All right. Well, Diamond Natural, as a female comedian, I mean, this is something very rare, I would say, especially to be a Caribbean artist.
Yeah.
What would you want to share with women that think they're funny but maybe scared to come out and do what you did?
I would tell them to just try a thing and try and make a thing, right? Absolutely. If it's something, because I have a saying that I curated for myself, and that is comedy is a man's world.
Okay.
So I built my own universe.
Got it.
Right? And so I also produce comedy shows in the States. And they're curated, designed especially for women to come out because we love an experience.
That's for sure.
So everything that I do, I pour my all into it. But most importantly, it has my energetic signature and stamp on it. And I would say to the women who want to pursue their dreams, you just have to remember who you were before other people told you who you were.
True.
And once you remember that is when the magic happens.
Well, pretty boy Floyd, I mean, you've been in this comedy for a minute now. Who are the comedians that inspired you coming up as a young comedian in Jamaica?
IT and Fancy Cat, right off the bat, because they were the premier names in Jamaica. They were traveling the islands long before I even dreamt of even leaving Jamaica to do comedy. So
you have really local icons that you looked up to and say, hey, I want to do that.
Listen, in my times, we never have internet to look at no international comedians.
True.
So we had to stick with the ones that we know in our territory.
Right.
And when they come back and I see how they look when they go away, I say, no, man, I want to go away too, because if I so foreign make you look, no matter where you go. Because I didn't look like this when I come to St.Maarten, but because it's a friendly island, I'm going back home with a lot of love from my people in Jamaica, because I get a little bit more friendly now.
Of course.
Especially after going to Red Diamond last.
Okay.
That's too much information. Sorry.
Well, Diamond Natural, of course, your name says it all, Diamond Natural. And for those of you who can't see her, you can see her definitely tomorrow over at Laugh Till Belly Bust. It's the 18th edition. It's comedy show. And of course, also on the program will be Trix from USA and Nikki Crosby from Trinidad. Of course, in the studio with us, we have Mr. Pretty Boy, a.k.a. Sweet Boy Floyd.
That's it.
And Diamond Natural. So what can the people expect tomorrow night, Diamond?
Oh gosh, they could definitely expect to laugh till their belly burst. In Guyana, we just call it they're coming out to really skin their teeth. They're coming out to show your teeth, basically.
Yes.
And because we all gonna end up making ourselves a comic, but you're getting everything, especially because in the Caribbean, regardless of the Caribbean nation, and I'm sure St. Maarten is no different, music is such an inherent part of our culture.
Yes.
So for me, especially, my comedy, I incorporate a lot of music, so they're gonna get the full range of my comedic prowess, storytelling, and music and everything. Darling, they're having a nice time. Y'all, just, for the Guyanese people, don't let me threaten y'all. I tell y'all, make sure to come out and don't shame me in front of this comedian. Bring y'all flag, because you're already here. We going up against Jamaica, Trinidad, so we got to show them who is boss tomorrow night. All right, good.
Yes, sounds like a challenge to me, pretty boy.
Got the under
Let me
manners.
tell you, and for all my Jamaican people and the St. Maartens, if you have any asthma related sickness, walk with your pump. Walk with your pump, and most importantly, get something to eat. But if you don't eat from home because of any reasons, I'm sure food will be there, because it's all about food, music, comedy. And you know what I like about this? It helps me to connect with other islands that I've never had that interaction with. So with my Guyanese girl here and Nikki Crosby from Trinidad, Trix, I still want to wonder which part of the world he's from, because he looks African, he looks Canadian, he looks US Asian, he looks even Jamaican, because if I saw him, I would have think he's from Jamaica in the parish of St.Maarten.
Okay, great. Well, it's nice to have, how you say, a melting pot of comedians. And I think that's what Laugh Till Belly Bust is known for. Bringing comedians from the region, but also from international countries, and sharing that melting pot, because that's what we are here in St. Maarten. Just like a whole pot of soup with dumpling, potato, yam,
nice
cook up. Exactly.
And let me send a big shout out before I forgot. Big up the promoter Glenn, because he went on his I don't know how he got in contact with me, but I am here in St. Maarten, and he must have heard something or seen something about me why I'm here. Kind of easy to put people on playing these days with them in high prices, master, and I got second class on the plane. I didn't come first class, but I got second class.
But you still reached.
That's true. I was in the emergency exit. I had a big role to play.
Well, people, if you like laughter and you enjoy laughter, and I can tell you one thing for sure, speaking of experience, laughter really opens up your minds, releases dopamine, and makes you feel good. Come out to Laugh Till Belly Bust. Any last words you want to share with us, Diamond Natural from Guyana?
Darling, I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow night. Make sure to tell your mother, your grandmother, your auntie, whosoever you need a babysitter from now, okay? Because you're coming out to Laugh Till Belly Bust tomorrow, and this man bring we in, so make sure to come out and support the show, because I don't know when I'm coming back to St. Maarten.
Don't worry, you'll be back. Once St. Maarten gets in your blood, they just stays there like a virus. And what about you, Mr. Pretty Boy?
I just have 2 words for the island. 2 words. Just come.
I like it.
Just come.
Just come.
Right.
You heard it right here on Oasis 96.3. Don't forget, tomorrow, big night. Come out to Laugh Till Belly Bust. It's the 18th edition. And I got to send out a big electric kiss going out to Glenn. Yes, don't forget. Make sure you're in the house over at Laugh Till Belly Bust. Diamond Natural and Pretty Boy Floyd, good luck tomorrow night. And I know that you're going to make everybody laugh.
Yes, thank you, St. Maarten. It was a pleasure.
Right, so big up 96.3 FM right here in St. Maarten. The only station you want to lock into in the morning, because it's like a cup of coffee.